Hello everyone, welcome to Zaref Game Dev, and in this video we are going to create the buttons for loading all of our levels. So let's first create all the additional elements for the level panel. So we have already created the level panel, and let's hide our stage panel, and it's going to be similar to this, so we'll copy paste a couple of things. So first of all, inside our level, we have the diamonds in the back button. So let's first add a background because our level is going to have an image as a background, and we'll call it BG, which is going to be stretched across the whole screen, and the image type is going to be tiled. So there's not an option for the tiled, but let's first set our image to bg1, and now we can set the image type to tiled. So this is our background. Next we have our back button, so we'll copy the back to main and paste as child for the back to panel. And currently the values are a little bit bad, I don't know why that was, and we'll call this back to stage, and everything else is going to be same, just the function. Instead of back to main menu, we'll create a new function which we don't have currently right now, and we'll also copy our diamonds because again they are going to be similar, so we'll paste them as child and we'll position at 48, negative 48, and after that 64 and negative 80. So after we have our diamonds, we are going to have the title, which is again similarly going to be from the stage panel, and let's set paste as a child, and we'll just call it level title, and its position is going to be negative 96, and the color it's similarly going to black, but first it's just going to call world 1 depending on whatever different type of world it is. Now after we have title, we are going to have the select option, which is just going to call the select level. So this is the base UI for our level panel, and similarly we are going to have a level holder which is going to have similar settings as our stage holder. So let's create an empty, and for the back to stage we have to create that. So let's create an empty and we'll call this level holder, and inside our level holder we'll have it stretch across the whole screen, and after that we'll attach a grid layout group component. And for the padding settings, as we have did before, 128 256, and the cell size is going to be 256 by 256, and spacing is going to be 128 by 128. So we cannot see anything right now, but first let's add an image so we are able to see it. And our level holder, the padding from the top, I don't know what happened. Okay, so padding from the top is 256. I don't know why the padding didn't work. We'll do something about it later. So we'll need 8 more of those. So it was okay. Only that was not working. Now let's rename this image as a level, and we'll save it as a prefab. So we have the level as a prefab, and let's see what should we first add it to. Let's first add a background and change its default size to 256 by 256, and it already has an image. We'll change the image background to stage BG, which is going to be our sliced image. Where did it go? Okay, so now we have our level, and after we have our background selected, it's also going to need to have an animator component attached. And what do we need to attach to it? Button component and a canvas group component. Maybe, yeah, we'll need a canvas group component because we are going to change its animator color. Hmm, hmm. So let's also attach a canvas group component. So it's going to change the settings for our alpha channel, and for this we are going to create a new animator controller, and its name we are going to call AC and slash level button. So AC and slash level button, and let's just attach it. We'll create the animations afterwards. So this is our default template for it, and after that let's first create our mask. So again it's going to be an image. So let's create a UI, an image, and we'll call it mask background. And for now let's first stretch it, and we'll change the image to be our stage background, and we'll decrease its size a little bit, so which is going to be 0.965, and we'll attach a mask component. hmm. And its color is going to be white, so it won't matter much. But inside this BG we are going to add another image, which is going to be the true background image, and this background, hmm, I think I forgot something when creating it. Maybe that wasn't a background image. So the first thing it's going to have is a number for showing the level. So let's add a text, and we'll call this number. And inside this number it's going to position as -64, and its size is going to be 256 by 50, so it stretches across. And let's set the text to 1 first, and the color will set it to black. Let's make it bold, position towards the center and the center. And for the font we are going to use our default font which we have created, and for the size we'll set the image size to 64. So as you can see, it's showing the number of our current level. And 64 looks good enough. Let's add that 48, and after that we are going to create an empty, which is going to be our points holder, and it is going to stretch across the whole part. And inside our points folder we are going to attach a horizontal layout group component, and for the spacing we'll set the spacing to 16, and child alignment middle center, and let's add a couple of images. So diamond 1, and its size, it's going to be 64 by 64. And let's set our image to be apple 0. So 64 by 64 is a little bit higher. 32 by 32, 40 cross 40, and if we duplicate two more times, it's going to arrange itself as we want it to be. So these are the three images which are going to show our points. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 32 cross 32 is a little bit higher. 40 cross 40 is the better, and let's set the spacing to 0. Yeah, 0 is also good enough. So that's our points holder, and after that points holder, we are going to need one more image, and this is going to be for the perfect. And the image size is going to be 64 by 64, and let's set it to be our diamond, and the color is going to be black, and it's going to be arranged from the top at 0 and 0, and currently it is attached to our mask, so we'll need to set at the top like this, -40 and -40. So it's going to tell us if it is a perfect one. So if there's a star there, it's a perfect one. And what would happen if we change it to red, blue, yellow, green? Let's just have it at black. Now, after we have that, there's going to be one more UI for image, and which is going to be our inactive. So the inactive one is going to have just one, that's the cross 99 for the last stage, but we'll just set it up 0.965, and let's add a mask to it. And this color is going to be black, and after we have added 0.965, 0.975, it is setting up double one. And similarly, it's going to have like our UI and image for our diamond, which is going to be 64 by 64 size at -64. And for the image, let's just use our Apple image. And we will have a text which is going, let's just call it count. Position centered on the horizontal, X on the 80, the material is going to be this one, and the size is going to be X99. So it's going to look like this. Now, inside our diamond, the X position is correct. What would happen if we positioned at the bottom? Let's just have it at the center. So this is going to be our default text, 200 by 50, 80. And after that, it's going to have the script, which I think we have not created it. So let's go inside main menu and let's create a level select script. And let's attach this level select script to a level object. 40 minutes should be done pretty fine. So script assemblies are reloading. So we have the level select script attached, and currently let's delete our level from here, and we'll add all our levels after we create it. So let's create our animations for the levels first. So inside our prefabs in UI, after we click the stage, we should be going inside our animator and button. So there's a problem with the not stage level. It has animator, but it does not have any create. And let's do a and under slash level button. And first we'll just call it default. And I think, yeah, level button enable and level button click. So when our level button is enabled, what would happen? So let's set it to 30 frames per second, and inside our animator let's set the loop time to off, so when it plays once it's just going to stay there. And let's add the scale property, and let's decrease it to 3 frame. And what would happen is it will go from 0.8 to 1 in 3 frames. So this is going to be our starting animation. And if we hit play, so we are not able to see it inside there, but the animation should work. And that's going to be our default animation. Let's create one more animation, which is going to be for the AN level button, and click. And inside our click, similarly, it is going to have more options. The first thing is going to be the scale, which is going to go from 1 and at the end to 0.8. And next we are going to have the rotation property, which is again going to go from 0 to, let's have it as 360. And finally, inside our canvas group, we'll add the alpha property, which is currently not changing, but at the end it will go to 0. So this is going to be our click animation, and our animation should be set up. Now inside our animator we have these two options and these two animations. Why is the asset store closed? Now let's start editing the code for our level select. So let's go inside Visual Studio, and we should have an option for the level, not the option, the script for the level select. And inside our level select, let's first delete everything, and we are going to need the TM Pro and UI. Rest we'll see afterwards what we are going to need. So let's create a serialized field, private integer for the current level, which is going to be level for that button. One more serialized field, private button, and button serialized field, private animator. Let's create the game object, which is going to be active object, and the next one is going to be the perfect object. And let's create a serialized field, and this one is going to be private tmp text t text, and this is going to be our level text. And let's create one more serialized field, and it's going to be the private list of image, and we'll call it diamonds. And one more serialized field, private animator level button. I mean, we can just call it animator. And serialized field, private animation clip. And this are going to be our start clip and click clip. And we'll have a private integer for the total number of diamonds and our acquired diamonds. So what's going to happen on enable? Whenever it is enabled, so let's first set level text, or text is going to be the current level dot to string. So that's the level first, and we'll get our current stage, and we can get directly from the main menu manager dot instance dot current stage. And after that, we need to get our level UI data, which is going to be main menu manager dot instance dot stages. And inside our stages, we need to pass our current stage -1 dot levels, and inside our levels we need to pass our current level -1. So after we get our level UI data, we'll get the total number of diamonds which is required for that level. So that's our diamonds, and let's create a string level name, which is going to be constants dot data dot level name plus underscore plus. So the first is going to be our current state dot to string plus one more underscore and plus current level dot to string. So this is going to be a level name, and our acquired diamonds are going to be player prefs dot ASCII for the level name. Then we'll set the player prefs dot getInt for the level name, as it's going to be 0. And after getting our acquired diamonds, let's create a string for the level perfect, which is going to be level name plus underscore constants dot data dot perfect. And again, we'll check. So bool is perfect, and first we need to check dot player prefs dot ASCII for the level perfect. Then we'll get it, else we'll just set to 0. Player prefs dot getInt for the level perfect, and we need to check for the perfect if it is equal to 1. So this is going to be perfect, and we'll set the perfect object dot set active to is perfect. So that's going to be for the perfect. Now let's see, for int I is equals to 0, I less than total number of diamonds. We'll first set every diamond to false. For I is equals to 0, I less than diamonds dot count diamonds of I dot set active. And here we are going to set the true. So first it will set everything to false, and afterwards it will set it to true. So we don't have any problems. Hmm. Everything is set to false and then it is set to true. Diamonds dot count. Okay. We don't need to set to true. We only need to set to true. And active object dot set active to false. We don't need it to show it. And after that, we are going to check if the current level is the 8th level, then our active object dot set active is going to be our main menu manager dot instance dot diamonds is greater than equal to 99. So we need to get the number of diamonds. So if it is greater than 99, then less than 99, then we are going to show it, else we won't show it. And button, then we'll start the coroutine, which is our start animation coroutine, and we'll need to create it. And our button dot on click dot add listener, and we are going to listen for the click level event, which both will need to create it. So I think, yeah, it created it for us, but that was not what we wanted. So first we'll need to create a private void, click the level event, and inside our click level, first we'll check if our active object dot active in hierarchy, then we'll return. Else we'll start the coroutine, and which is going to be I clicked the level. So we need to create two more coroutines. So let's first create the coroutine for our animation private animator, and which is going to be our start animation. And first thing we are going to do is level underscore animator dot play, and which is going to be start clip dot name. By default it's always going to be playing, but we'll just have it play against, and yield return new, wait for seconds, and we'll wait for start clip dot length. And after that, what we are going to do is for int I is equals to 0, I less than total diamonds, we'll set diamonds of I dot game object dot set active to true, and our diamonds of I dot color is going to be I is less than acquired diamonds. So if it is less than acquired diamonds, that means it is white. Else it is going to be black. And after that, where you return new, wait for seconds. Let's wait for 0.2 seconds. And that should be it. And whenever we click, so again, this is going to be an enumerator. I click level, and I think I clicked level, yeah. So inside our I click level, so animator dot play, and we are going to play the click clip dot name, and we'll return new wait for seconds click clip dot length. ICLICKDLEVL. Why is it not? I clicked the level. Okay, so the L was not capital. Naming problem. So now it is fixed. So after we play the animation, what we are going to do is first we'll do player prefs dot setInt constants dot data dot current level to our current level, and let's first get the current stage, which is going to be main menu manager dot instance dot current stage, and after that we'll create a string name which is going to be constants dot data dot level name plus underscore plus our current state dot toString plus one more underscore, and which is going to be our current level dot toString, and we'll do unity engine dot scene management dot scene manager dot load scene, and we'll pass our level name. So that should be it for our level. And inside our game manager, where the main menu manager, where we commented all three of those lines, will uncomment it. So the image is set up, and after that let's go inside Unity and let's add all of our references. So the levels are going to be changed. So button is inside the level, active object is our inactive object, perfect is our image, level text is going to be a number, and our diamonds will add it a little bit later. This is the animator, and we are going to have the level button click and level button enable. It doesn't matter whichever it is. Now let's lock the inspector, and we'll add all three of our diamonds inside our panel. And now what we need to do next is add all of our levels to our level holder. So first level is going to be level 1, and we'll rename this level under slash 1. And let's duplicate it 8 more times. The second one is going to be level under slash 2, which is going to have 2. Now level under slash 3, which is going to have the value of 3. Level under slash 4, which is going to have the value of 4. Five, 6, and we have 7, and finally our 8th level. So looks like there should not be any problems. Let's show our main panel, and let's play. And if we select any one of them, as you can see, currently we don't have anything, so it's showing different texts. And I think we messed up a couple of things, so it's not showing any errors right now. But inside our main menu manager, I think we don't have the current stage text. And we need to add our current stage text, which is going to be a level title, and our level background image is going to be our BG. I don't know why is okay, there are object reference not set to an instance. There were so many errors, I just missed it. So let's clear this up and let's see how many more errors are we going to get. So let's hit play and let's go inside the world one. And it didn't show any errors, but it is not aligned correctly. So let's first have it show our level panel. So level panels, level holder, start corner is going to be, start axis is going to be child alignment middle center. And from the top, let's just have it at 128. So now it should be fixed. It is aligned properly. And inside our main menu manager, where we have the levels diamonds text, the text is different. So we need to add our text. So which is going to be our count. So now it is fixed and there should be problems. Yeah, we need to hide our level panel. Some of the things are not set, current stage is not set, so it should show problems. So now it is perfectly set up and we need to, currently we have 0 diamonds and this one is also looking fine. And this too, 1 1 2 1 2 2, the seventh one should show three of them. So there is a problem with the seventh one. Hmm. So 1 7, it is true. There was a problem here. And now it should show correctly. So let's hit play and let's see how our world is going to show. So there is no back option, but I think we'll need to change this 3 into every. So 7 3 8 3. So let's hit play and let's see if we are able to click rest of the levels. So our world 2 is also loaded. As you can see, the background is different and our level background is looking a little bit bad, and we need to create our back to stage function. So we'll create it and it's just going to be a simple public function. So before that, let's fix how our UI is looking bad. So let's go inside our levels, and currently as you can see, if we hide our inactive, it's like double fixed. So we have our image, but there is a problem with it. So how should we fix this? Mask. Mm, 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 mm. I don't think we'll need it, but let's have it as it is. So just remove that mask and let's hit play, and we should be going to different worlds with different backgrounds. So the value is different, the background is going to be different, and let's now attach and create our back to stage function. So let's go inside our main menu manager, and here we'll create our back to stage, which is going to be a public void. So public void back to stage, and level panel dot set active to false, and our stage panel dot set active. And let's see for if our level is working or not. So we'll create prefabs and stages. Inside our scenes, we'll create a folder for our stages, or whatever you want to call as levels. And inside our levels, we are going to create a scene, so there should be an option, folder 2D scene, and this scene will call it stage under slash one under slash one, which is going to be our scene. And let's set its color to red. I mean, whatever you can like. And let's also create the two, save, and let's set its color to publish. And it's not necessary, and just for checking if both of our scenes are working, we'll add both of our scenes to the scene. So build settings and add open scenes. So we have stage 1 and stage 2, and let's go inside our main menu, and let's there's no need to show. We'll go inside our back to stage, and inside our button, instead of back to menu, we'll use the back to stage. And if we hit play now, we should be able to go back to the stage. So let's hit play, world 1, and again there's a problem. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Our background is on top of it, so why is it not clickable now? So let's hit play, go to world 1, and it is clickable, but let's see, we can click it here, but we cannot click it here. Click it here, but not click it here. So level title needs to be before it. Now let's hit play, and let's see, we should be able to see it working. Play, go to world 1, go to back. Our first stage is loaded, and that should be it for our scene. And if you guys watched the whole video, thank you guys for watching, and none of this should work. And when we go inside our world, we are able to load the second scene, and the next video will create the UI for our game. And thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.